Hey there, this is Mitch Piper, National Membership Director here at the American Society of Tax Problem Solvers with a couple updates for 2019 that you need to know about. So there's going to be a couple of changes with the membership, benefits, and seminars that are going to be happening this year. First one is we are going to be doing only 7 boot camps in 2019. In the past, I think last year we did 10 or 11. Some years we've done as many as 12, but we're going to be scaling that back. We're only going to be doing 7 live boot camps in 2019. So that means obviously there's fewer locations to attend, and the class sizes are going to be slightly larger. Big update. They are now going to be 2.5 days and not 2 days. So typically that's the number one complaint or suggestion at the end of the boot camp when we get the testimonials and reviews back, is that people wish that it had been longer. And of course it could always be longer. I mean, you could do a month-long training on tax resolution, but don't think anybody's going to want to come for that long. But we are going to add an extra half day. So for the most part, all of our seminars are going to end, the boot camps at least are going to end roughly 12 o'clock on the third day. So it's going to be about another half a day added on. And of course, with that, it's going to be 20 hours of continuing education versus 16. And basically, we're not going to be adding any more material to it. It's just going to be a bit slower and more time for questions and networking. And we're going to be adding on, I think, a bonus presentation to one of the nights, probably the second night. So here are the cities that we're going to be in for 2019. The one I'm probably most excited about. Typically, we've always held one in Buffalo in our office, but we're actually going to head up a little bit farther north, and we're going to be doing it in Niagara Falls. And it's a really cool location. It'll be walking distance to the state park, so you can walk and see the falls. There's a casino right there. It's a really nice hotel, so we're really excited about that one. But we'll be out on the West Coast in Los Angeles. We'll be in New York City, Baltimore. We're going to be in Dallas, Fort Lauderdale, and of course Las Vegas. So pretty wide range of cities that we'll be in, and we hope you can join us in one of them. So we always get the question of, we've been to the boot camp, what next? So you have pretty much two options. You only had about one option. That's you could go to the boot camp again, or you could start going to the super conference, which you still can do. But we're adding on another course this year. It's going to be called the ASTPS Academy, and it's going to be a full 2-day class that's structured. So it's not like our super conference where we're going to get, we get 5 or 6 different speakers every year. This is going to be, at least to start with, it's going to be Larry Lawler and LG Brooks teaching a 2-day class that's going to be more in depth on tax resolution topics that practitioners need to know, because obviously in the boot camp is a little bit more of a wide overview. So this is going to take a few of the boot camp topics and go even deeper on them. So you can head over to the ASTPS Academy page on the website, and you can learn more about what's specifically included in that class. But we're going to be doing 3 of those this year: Baltimore, Los Angeles, and Orlando. So the way we structured it, so if you're new and you haven't been to a boot camp yet, you could actually attend both of these in the same year. So for example, we're going to Baltimore in May, and then we're coming back for the Academy in June, and then we're doing the same thing with all the other cities. We'll be having the boot camp in the city before we do the Academy, to give anybody new a chance to go to the boot camp first. Or if you've been to the boot camp already, you can always get 50% off. So you could always go to that, and then a month or 2 later go to the Academy. So our spring conference, obviously many of you have been to that. We're actually going to be discontinuing it. So if you were in our sold out one in Atlanta last year, that was actually the last spring conference that we're going to be doing. Mostly because we're putting a lot of time and effort into the Academy to get it ready. And we're going to put a lot more focus on making the Super Conference in Las Vegas kind of the premier event in the tax resolution industry. We're trying to grow that. We're hoping. Last year I think we had about 130 or 40 practitioners just at the Super Conference, and we're hoping to raise that quite a bit this year and try to have around 200 or so. So that's kind of our goal, to make it kind of the once a year, can't miss event in the tax resolution industry. And it is going to be October 24th through 26th, so that's after the deadline, before Halloween. You can come spend a couple days with us in Las Vegas. All the event location and everything will be coming soon, and as soon as that's available, you can head over to the Super Conference page on the website, and all that info will be there. All right, so we have a new benefit for 2019. Basically, once a month, not necessarily following a webinar, but for now we'll be posting them after the webinars, most likely. That we're going to post a case study every month, sometimes 2, depending on how short they are. But I say it all the time that really the only way to learn in this industry is by doing the work. And if you're getting started, sometimes you're not exposed to that many things, that many different cases, that many weird scenarios, and some of them you never will. But this is going to give you an opportunity to hear a couple different scenarios and test yourself. You'll pause the video and try to think about what you would do in that circumstance, and then these will all be recorded by Larry Lawler, and he will. You pause it, you think about what you would do, and then listen to the answer and what Larry would do. So we think that's going to be a pretty cool benefit for you guys this year, and I think it's going to be very beneficial, especially for the newer members and for longtime members. Test yourself, stay sharp, hear some interesting scenarios that you may otherwise not have ever been exposed to. For those of you who haven't heard, L.G. Brooks, who used to run his own firm, has actually came on board with Lawler & Murkowski, and so if anybody ever wants to reach him, you could just call our office. We can connect you through to him. But he is now exclusively working with us, and so that's the good thing about that is he's going to be probably teaching quite a bit more now going forward. So we'll get him working on some new classes for everyone. So that's pretty much it. Hope that these changes and updates and new courses that we're doing are going to be a big benefit for everybody, and that's what this is all about. That's why we're doing all this, is just to create new programs and different teaching techniques and things like that to help you get the most out of your membership, and of course teach you how to more effectively solve tax problems, and that way you can go out there and make more money and help more people, because that's what we're all doing this for. So, all right, that's it for me. Have a great rest of your day, and if you have any questions, you can always give Carolyn Rye or I a call, and we can talk to you about anything that you have questions about. All right, take care, everyone.